What's going on, everyone? George Gonzalez, your realtor with Walzer Properties, coming to you today, this Friday. TGIF, super gloomy. Today we got our market update episodes. Let me know if you like this weekly format or if you like the multi-episode format. I will adjust accordingly. So, what do we have here? Today's topic, obviously, we have our market update, how real estate is doing this week. We have schools reopening. We have, that's going to be more of a poll. We also have real estate tip of the week. Also have, just a little self-promotion. My new listing coming up. So, stay tuned, guys. If this is something you're interested in, keep watching. And let's get started. So, first thing is first. Hard part here. Hey, what is your thoughts? Let's take a poll. Curious what you're thinking of schools reopening. I know that some of the districts are online. Some of them are giving options. So, let me know what you think. And I really would prefer just people that have kids, not people that don't have kids, and see what you think. So, go from there. Next thing is, let's talk about the weekly report. Where's real estate during these times of the Rona? One thing I will say is, if you aren't buying real estate and you're looking to refinance real estate, rates are low right now. So if you've had a house for a couple years, refinance. You might see yourself have different options as far as payments goes, lowering payments, financing it for less time. So instead of the 30 year, maybe you cut it down to 20 years, things like that. There's different ways that you can go about it and save yourself money in the process. So keep that in mind. So let's go. Let's hop into the market updates, and then the next couple weeks we'll have the July reports. So we're still going week to week. So let's hop into that. What do we have here? This is our new listings. Last week was low. This one is down again, 7%. So we're getting a little trend. Too early, we're getting a little trend of less homes going to the market. All right. Next thing we have after that, pending homes, positive trend. This is the stuff I like to see. 13%. You can see here on the bottom right, 13% year over year. This is great. This is the numbers that you want to see. That means that more homes are homes are continuing to go on a contract. That's a good thing, right? So even though there's less homes on the market, which is really, it is a negative, but it's not like a 50% drop or anything like that. Most of those homes are going on the contract. That's a good thing, especially year over year. All right, next thing, off-market listings. I don't really like this. I don't see the point of it, but basically those are homes that were in the market. They took them off the market, but they have, may or may not come back. Who knows? And then a huge rise in closings. So again, this is another positive trend. This is good to see here. That means that not only did the homes get contracted, right? Because you can always go on a contract and nothing happens. They are actually closing. So that is positive. So homes have closed, and at a 41% year over year increase. Now, I would normally say that is a huge number, but also take into consideration this is year over year stats. So last year at this point of the year, it's usually kind of a not a downturn, but the volume is a lot less. So that's one thing to consideration. So that number is a bit skewed because of that. So that seasonal kind of rush has slowed down at this point in a normal year. But of course, we're not any means a normal year. Thank you, 2020. My dog's being funny. All right, so what do we have here? We have activity still going strong. This is another indicator. Good activity. Agents like myself, we're still going and we're showing homes, and the interest is still there. So that is a positive 15%, 15.7 year over year. And then the numbers keep going up. Open houses in person and virtual, they didn't specify. I would really like to see the stats split, especially right now. You really, most people may not feel comfortable doing in-person open house, but online, of course, completely safe against the COVID-19. And then online traffic, foot traffic is still incredibly high at 67%. So that's a good thing. Huge bonus. So overall, slow and steady is all I can say out of these numbers. So that's a good thing. So let us go to the next thing. Oh yeah, so we'll go next thing here. Real estate tip of the week, and this I actually kind of drew, or I'm drawing inspiration, personal. What do you want to go? Personal reflection. What it's called. And I'm just adjusting to the next slide. Anyway, so I'm drawing from personal experience. That's what I'm trying to say. Of a, just had to go car shop. I don't know if anyone enjoys that. I'm used to be a huge car guy. Now I'm not so much. Now I'm just like, hey, I just want a reliable car. I'm not really trying to shop around very often, but of course, the aspect of shopping, still going to research, still going to, try to get a good deal. Of course, who's not trying to get a good deal, right? Buying a house, buying a car, buying things that are expensive, generally. Personally, I always check to see, kind of the same approach as real estate. What is a good price? So if I'm going to pay what it's worth, it better be good value. So with the car, can't have any major issues. I'm not expecting perfection, but main things: engine, trans, paint, body, things that if they had to be fixed would be a huge expense out of pocket. I'm not interested, right? So going through the whole car shopping thing, I really drew from experience that it still applies to a house, which is, we had car shopped, we got the vehicle that we wanted, and we're happy. I was happy, my wife is happy, which is ultimately kind of what we're looking for. Both parties be happy, and we're good. And then I don't know what happened, but I found a site that aggregates. So I don't know if you're interested. Comment below if you want to know this car site. If you're car shopping, it aggregates all the cars that are for sale. So you have your Auto Trader, you have your Cars.com, Car Guru. There's like a handful of big automotive sites for car shopping now. This thing just puts them all together. So I was like, hey, let me check it out. Let me see what's out there. And which leads to our tip of the day for real estate, which is don't look back. I looked back. Found the site, I started looking at it and searching for the vehicle we just bought, and I found a car that was in the original price range, which is another tip that I've experienced with house buying and appliance shopping. You probably what is the word I'm saying? What is the word I'm looking for? You underestimate, or you undervalue. Essentially, you at least personally, the price, your budget versus the price of the home that you actually want and like is usually higher. So it happened with our house and it happened with our car. Again, doesn't mean that you are overpaying by any means. It just means that, um, you know, you there's a chance that you might have not calculated things correctly. You know, especially if you've been out of the game. So I looked on the side, I found a car, had the original price that I was really looking for. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna check it out anyways. So again, don't look back, right? Don't look back. I looked back. Went there. Luckily, it was real close by. So I was like, okay, can't lose anything, right? Lose 20, 30 minutes out of the day just to go check it out, drive it, talk to the guy. And sure enough, the house online, the car, I mean, car looked good online. The pictures were good. It was like the top of the line. And then went in person, and it just still was probably at best an equivalent, to what I had gotten. But the big difference is I could tell this car was not cared for, and the car that we had gotten, even though it was a little bit rougher on the exterior, the things that truly mattered were taken care of. So, if anything, that kind of solidified, twice that the car we got was the one that we were happy with. But I mean, there's no point because you're messing with your head, you're messing with yourself. So don't look back, trust the process. And by process, I mean when you've looked at a few homes, you start to realize what truly is within your budget and location, things like that. So when you're in the process, you have a better understanding of the type of home that you want and can get. And if you start, kind of like doubting it, it's not going to help you. And there's always going to be other houses out there. In this case, a car, always going to be cars. But at that moment in time that we decided that we were going to buy a car, we had the funds to do it. That was the best outcome for us in that situation. So there's no reason to keep waiting because we can just wait for another opportunity and boom, that'll be another opportunity. But if we or I am continuously waiting for that best, outcome, I'll never pull the trigger. So that's the real estate tip of the day. Next thing here, we're gonna go into. I'll go ahead and talk about my listings. I've got 2 listings that are on the market. The Missouri City one, this is the third one. The Missouri City one is gone. Got it rented really, really quick. A lot of interest. Got a great family in there that were super, excited to get in the house. So that one's done. Missouri City is moving. I've got another rental in Pasadena, so that one is coming soon. It will be on the market next week. Great price point, $1,400 3-bedroom house, and it has wood floor or laminate floors. No carpet in the house. Basically, all the bedrooms have been upgraded, new paint. So really nice house. Very efficient. So a huge yard as well. And then, and then my listing in Alvin, right? Got a brand new listing in Alvin, 4-bedroom. House was built in 2015, and it is, for the price point in Alvin for a 4-bedroom, 1-story, hard to find. So keep a lookout. Check out the social, and you'll have the link on Instagram, Agent Games. I'll have the link to that property in the bio. So let us go to the next thing here. We'll start virtual tour. This one is a $5 million house. Let's get to it here. Let me double check. 4.7 $1 million house. This one's actually up in Atascocita, so this is like towards Humble, and then further northeast. That's where it's at. So, if you remember last week's stream, we also looked at I think that one's like 3.5 in the Woodlands, and that one was 9,000 square feet. And it had a badass pool. It had a whole bunch of stuff. Really loved it. So we're gonna dive into this one. Through this one, I'm gonna give you my insight, what I think about it, and then we'll go from there. So the big thing with this house is they are relying heavily. You have your own boat ramp. So if you have a boat, this is for you. Now over here, this aerial view, this is going to be connected to Lake Houston. All right. So the only thing I'd be worried about is flooding. That's the only thing, because Lake Houston, I know, has a lot of areas where it's really bad. I mean, you're literally next to water, right? And this isn't like a man-made pond either. So, but I guess the risk. This is a risk if you have a boat. So you have your own boat ramp, or they call it a boat harbor. House, nice. I'm a fan of this roof. This is an aluminum roof, very, very durable. So very expensive, but unlike shingles, you have to replace them every, give or take, 20 to 30 years, depending on the quality. These are usually, 40 plus years. So, yeah. All right. Nice beams in the entryway, a little traditional. I think this stone here in the front, not exactly matching today's standards. This walkway too. Again, $4.5 million, 4.7. All right. So I was a little critical of last week's house, of the interior design, but compare that house to this house is old. This looks old. I mean, maybe the staging could help, but I mean, this is somebody's grandma's house. All right. Decor, not digging it. Looks small for living room. This looks pretty small. Chandelier, nice, but outdated. This vase. So this is, I guess, definitely going for like the older, like 50 plus age group here. You got this Arizona, like New Mexico print here. I don't know about that, y'all. Paint. Still in the paint. And they got contrasting style here. It looks like you have on the right, you have this more modern, updated gray with some brown window coverings. And then the kitchen cabinets as well. Does not match. So either the color doesn't match in this picture, or yeah, not match. This doesn't make sense. And this is a small table. This is a little 4-seater for this huge area. Yeah. Too much stone. Way too much stone inside. And it's the same stone from the outside. Okay. A lot of windows. That's a plus. Okay. Now, why is this study as big as the living room? That's the only thing here. I mean, that's cool, but to be honest, your living room should be bigger than your study. This looks like an actual business. Looks like you leased. It looks like in a business park. Garage, underwhelming, small. It's air conditioning, but it's small. Remember, guys, I mean, this is the kind of garage I would expect in like a $500,000 home. or 650. Let's just say million. This house is $4.7 million. Outdoor patio. Underwhelmed. Is that tile on the outside? Not looking good, man. Not looking good. Not impressed whatsoever. Yeah. House has been maintained. They just haven't done anything else to it. A pool in the back. It'd be cool if you added a pool back here. You got plenty of space. See, they have a little what is this? Volleyball, tennis, maybe? No, just volleyball. Underwhelming to say the least. Now, this one, pass. Hard pass for me on this one. Oh wow, this is on almost 6 acres. Where's this acreage at? Let's see here. So unless his house includes this, I don't think this is 5 acres on the right. Unless maybe it includes like the front of this, which they didn't really have any pictures for the front. That's the back. I mean, I don't know. Are they including his water in this acreage? Because yeah, I'm not a big boat guy, so I might be biased. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. Have a good one, guys. It's Friday. Let's get it. Hope you had a good week, y'all. Got some improvements there, and hope you enjoyed the stream. Leave a like. It helps out. And come back to you next week. Comment below. Do you want this Friday stream, or do you want more than one stream on a weekly basis? Let me know in the comments below. Have a good one, guys. Peace.